About fucking time.
Well, my fucking idea didn't work. But while I was beating on it with the dead blow, I started seeing shit fall out of here. I mean, look at it. You can't make this shit up, man. There's no way I fucking put all this in there. Look at all this. Fucking motherfucker. It's loaded with all that fucking shit. God damn motherfucker. It's already broken. You think I fucking care? So I got my puller on there. Got it on a good spot here. Got it on another good spot. Nice and latched. Over here also. A little three-way fucking grabby grab. A three-way, man. That's how I like it. I'm going to go ahead and put some Ooga Booga Ooga to that and see if we can get her to pop. Now, I also have an extension in here. A Craftsman extension. That way I can get my money back if it breaks. You know, because it's under warranty. So I'm going to push onto the engine crank through this, and this whole shaft and everything should pop right out. I mean, that's what it's showing. I looked it up. Now, you can turn this off, yes, to take the whole thing apart, but I bought offline for $40 this whole unit. It's used, but the guy's like, in a condition from 1 to 5, 5 being brand new, he says it's a 5. So I say, I'll take it for $40. Another guy had one for $60, and he said he would only use it as parts. He didn't want to sell it as an entire unit to exchange with. And I was like, well, I mean, is it really that bad? He's like, well, I just don't want you to put it on there and think that you can, like, drive your quad around. I'm like, well, fuck you then. So I saved $20 and went with the $40 option. Well, that didn't work. Almost shot me in the fucking face. Not the puller, but that piece that blew off of there. Like, shot, like, ricocheted off of that and came out, like, past my eye. I was like, woo, lucky me. So that didn't work. But I felt it like it was moving. It felt like it. I don't know. Gotta get my fingers back here. A little further out, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna beat on it with a dead blow. God damn it. If it just gets better and better. Look at that. Broke the fucking tip off of this. You're like, well, I don't see the tip. Where's right fucking there's the tip. Stuck inside my Craftsman extension. Kept hearing cracking. I was like, oh, any minute now. Something's gonna give. Something's gotta give. Fucking hey, I don't care what it is. I don't care if this breaks. I don't care what, but apparently it was the tip. Just the tip, baby. Just the tip. Bunch of cool stuff arrived today. I believe this is the battery, this is the belt, and this is the puller. We're gonna need that puller to get that motherfucker off of there. Where is it? I can't see. It's like, there it is. Okay. I could not see it through the camera. So we gotta get that motherfucker off because the new one is gonna be here tomorrow, is what it's saying on the shipping. So let's get to it. There's a BBC if I ever seen one in my hand there. It's the biggest motherfucker I've ever got for a puller. And apparently you just slide her on in and start threading it. And soon enough it'll pop it off of there. And it's still going. Takes a 22-inch or millimeter, sorry, socket. So this is one big dong. Well, slick as owl shit there. Popped off smooth. Nothing in the way really. I mean, I just had to stop it from wanting to spin, you know, with the motor. I just held on to it with that pole, little cheater bar thing, and fucking 2 or 3 turns in there, it started coming off. After that, you could almost turn it by hand and slid right off of there. So, I mean, it really wasn't much. I mean, to be honest, you may not even need that if you just did some more fighting on that. I gave up because I didn't know what to expect, but now that I see, I mean, the shaft is like, I mean, look at that. It's nothing. And like I said, about 2 or 3 turns and the fucker slid off. So I wouldn't even waste your money. I mean, that thing, like I said, that was a used one. And what was it? I mean, I could look at the receipt again, but I'm thinking off the top of my head, it was around $15. And they want $60 or $30, I believe it was, something like that, depending on where you got it from, for that piece of shit. BBC. More Craigslist bullshit. I mean, look at that. Somebody tried to fucking weld this before. That didn't work. You dumb motherfuckers. What the fuck? So they tried to weld it, they tried to clean it up, make it smooth, and then it just finished the crack. Now, normally, if you get a crack and you don't want it to continue, drill a hole to stop it, then fill your fucking shit in. Now, to me, it looked like it must have broke up here a piece off, and then they finished welding it in, and then another crack started. I don't know. I can't say it because I wasn't there when they did it, because it's fucking Craigslist. Fuck. Stay off it, guys. Stay off of it. Fuck it. I wasn't going to wait for you guys. I was just going to slap that winch on real quick and get it over with and play like I never even did it on video. But like all good projects, I came into a little stop because when he took it off, he took the bolts, which were right here. He should have went back in there, out, and lost them like all good Craigslist fuckers. And the bolts are supposed to look like this. They got like a little tapered edge, kind of a self-tapping cuts on each side, so you can just power them in at the manufacturer. You know, don't have to worry about cross threads or nothing. Just it's in, send her out. Well, I went to the store to get something kind of like that. It's about the closest I could get. Kind of these little self-tapping, half-tapered ass, same thread deals. Now you're like, huh, what's the big deal? Well, these motherfuckers cost $1 each plus tax after you buy 4 of them here. That just ate into my profit. Fuck. 4 something into my profit. So let's get this shit on. Looky what showed up. I got the other CVT clutch system. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. We're just going to call it what I'm used to. Anyways, this is the old one. This is mine. This is the used one that's going to be called the new one. And you can already see the difference. Now, the difference is what? This collar here. Yeah, that's not that's not good. But it can be. So what we got to do is take this side and put it here so it can work, because if we change the collar, which this one rotates, so probably slip it off, and then slip this one on. Now this one rotates also. Now the other thing I was noticing is, now I was always wondering, why is this thing fucking clickety click, right off the bat? And the guy that I got this from said that it always made weird fucking noises. But he bought this. Alright, here's the story. I contacted him to ask him. I was like, hey man, did you know that this had a broken clutch already in it and that it was already welded and stuff? Because you were telling me it was just a belt and all that crap. He said, oh no, when I bought it, it always made noise, and I never questioned it. He said he'd only had it barely 6 months, and this happened, the crack, and that's the thing. But he didn't know all this, because he never opened it. But this is the noise he was always hearing, the clickety-click. And what it is there's supposed to be little nylons that push in. As you see this side, the pin's working its way out. Now, the pin's supposed to be centered, like end here and end here, almost, in the middles. And there's supposed to be nylon bushings, which this one has, which is nice and quiet, and everything's tight. And you see how it glides on them. Now this is a problem for this clutch unit, but not so much one for mine. My used one here. So I'm going to keep this part with the bushings and ditch this outer part here that it rides in and change it for this one and change it for the belt. But to be honest, it'll probably work. It'd probably work without it. It's just going to be a little different on the gear ratio, in my opinion, because this is a little bigger. So the belt and everything, it might get sloppy. You might lose traction on it. Yeah. So this pinches and it makes the belt right up. So at low speed, this would be on here. And maybe it might not catch so much. Four-wheeler might not be the best. So I don't know why they're two different, but the other issue I'm running into is I have to spin this off. You see the threads? I have to somehow turn that motherfucker. And I don't have the tool. They sell a socket and you use an impact gun and off it comes. Well, I don't have it, but I can make it. I have a different nut somewhere else. It's a little bigger. I don't think it slid over it yet, but I was just thinking if I use it like this, I can use a socket and weld a flat piece of metal or something on it on the bottom, and then the extensions. That's what I'm thinking of doing.
Holy shit! You're gonna make number 3? Fuck!